You're allowed to make mistakes at work. You are allowed to make mistakes at work. If you work for a company or a person that leads you to believe that you are not allowed to make mistakes at work, then you're working for a person or a company that doesn't deserve you, quite frankly. I was recently reminded of this, and I have my personal mantra because I am a people pleaser and I know that that is my own shit. And I have to tell myself a lot of times that I cannot be in trouble at work. I'm a grown adult. And yes, of course, there are things that you can get in trouble for, right? We can't be out there harassing people, beating people up, screaming profanity at people, right? There's obviously baseline decorum, but I'm talking about in regular, normal circumstances here. You are either performing or not performing. Being in trouble at work is not a real thing.
You can get in trouble at work. You can get in trouble at work. You can get in trouble at work. What are we doing here, guys? Are we seriously sitting here thinking that you can't get in trouble at work? I mean, what is she talking about? I mean, I get it that from an elementary standpoint, you're not a child. But if you do something at work that's wrong, you're going to get in trouble. I mean, that's just the reality of it. For her to sit here and think that she can go and, do certain things that are against policy or, break some type of rule or expectation and there won't be consequences, she's fooling herself and she's fooling everybody that's listening to her video. The reality is that you can get in trouble at work, just like you can get in trouble at home. Just like you can get in trouble in school, right? Just like you can get in trouble socially. You can get in trouble. And I promise you this, you get in trouble enough at work, you won't be there. That's the reality. So you can get in trouble at work.
It might be something that we make up in our heads. It might be something that somebody that we work for or work with wants us to feel. But at the end of the day, if you're an adult and you are choosing to get up and go to work, I truly, truly believe that most of us are there trying to do the best job that we can with the tools and the resources and the environment in which we are in. And if those are all the things that you are doing and you make a mistake, you forget a communication, you miss a deadline because you misunderstood it, whatever, it doesn't even matter what it is. We are all human. We are allowed to make mistakes. Do not let anyone lead you to believe that you can be in trouble or are actively in trouble at work. You are either performing or not performing. But being in trouble in a professional environment is antiquated, and it is a way of manipulating employees into believing that they have to self-sacrifice for a people or a group of people or for an organization that wants them to feel like that's a real circumstance. And I would just ask you to pause the next time you're beating yourself up over something where maybe you made an error, maybe you had a lapse in judgment. But if you are overarchingly putting your best foot forward and trying to do your best, you cannot be in trouble at work.
I totally disagree. Again, let me say it one more time for the people in the back. I totally disagree. You can get in trouble at work. Again, I'm not talking about if you misread an email, if your goal is 100% and you came in at 95 or 98. And in some cases, that could get you in trouble too if you do it often enough. But from an elementary standpoint, I get it. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm not a child, so I don't get in trouble at work. But I disagree wholeheartedly. Like, for some reason, we think that, in today's work environment, that everything is about feeling good and, everything making you feel the way that you want to feel. And I'm an adult and no, you're an employee, right? I get it that you're a teammate and we want to say that we're teammates and we're all working from the same script, but The reality is that you're an employee and you can get in trouble at work. Again, like I said earlier, you can get in trouble in any environment. I promise you this. You could be a grown woman, and you run you run that red light and the police come behind you with the lights on. I can promise you first thing you're saying, am I in trouble? It doesn't matter whether you're a 30-year-old person, 40-year-old person, 18-year-old person. First thing you're thinking, like, God damn, am I in trouble? That's what you're going to think. For some guys, you get that phone call from the house and she's saying, hey, I want to talk to you when you get home. It doesn't matter that you're a 30, 40-year-old guy, grown man. First things going in your mind is, damn, why she want to talk to me when I get home? Man, I must be in trouble about something. Same thing happens at work. The same thing happens at work is that you can get in trouble. And I promise you this, don't fool yourself thinking that you can't get in trouble. Because if you do enough, if you don't hit your numbers right, if you miss enough emails, if you don't come in on time, if you don't leave when you're supposed to leave, if you don't provide the service that you're supposed to provide, whatever it is, you're going to get in trouble at work. I come from the banking world, and I can tell you this. When corporate security came through, everybody was wondering who's in trouble. These are grown people, grown professionals. But when corporate security came through that bank, everybody was wondering who's in trouble. So again, don't fool yourself thinking that you can't get in trouble. Don't, be afraid. Don't work in fear. But don't fool yourself thinking that you can't get in trouble at work. And she knows that too. She's been around long enough. She knows that she can get in trouble at work too. Hey, thanks a bunch. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Appreciate you guys.